Hey everyone, it's Stephanie with my data tips. Sorry I've been MIA. I've actually been battling this cold and cough and still fighting it, but figured I'd do a quick video. Since I have been planning a cross-country move, I figured I'd do a video on great tips on planning a move if you're in the planning phases or expecting to move in the next few weeks, months, if not years, or just curious to see what the process is like. So these are just some great tips to share with all of you on ways to do your research online and in the comfort of your own home so it's not a stressful process. So let me go ahead and jump in. I'm going to share with you a couple of my favorite sites on moving. So let me start with my go-to site to pull down a checklist and just to keep my ducks in order when it comes to just planning a move and what do I need to get off my checklist. So one of the great websites that I absolutely love and think it's a great website, the way it's laid out, the information it contains, and just so you're aware, let me just pause here for a second, but I've moved at least 20 times in my life. And so I definitely feel like I've mastered the art of moving. I've moved, I've had some small moves, but then I've also had some pretty large moves that I've planned for. And I think I do a pretty darn good job at it. So figured I'd share that information. I'm not just sharing just sites, but I'm actually talking from experience. But anyways, again, this site that I'm sharing with you is called One Simple Move. It's a free website. All you need to do is sign up, and what it does, it automatically generates based upon the number of days that you have for your countdown move date. It caters your checklist to the number of days you have left until your move. And so in my case, excuse me, I'm planning a cross country move in less than 40 days, and so my checklist actually was very specific to what I needed to take care of. So definitely figured I share this site with you, so feel free to check that out. The next site that I want to move to is if you're in the market and you are doing a cross-country move or are in need of shipping your vehicle. This is a great website called Honesty First Auto Transport. They are a member of the Better Business Bureau, which is a great recognition to have when you're dealing with a company. And one thing that I would mention is if you're planning a move and you're enlisting services, whether it be a moving service company or an auto transport service company, make sure you do your research. And one thing that I've learned from experience is that just because they're giving you a cheap quote doesn't necessarily you're gonna get what you signed up for. And just that's all I've got to say. You want to make sure that you do your research. Try to go with someone reputable that has some good reviews. And one thing I like about this company is that number one, they kind of live up to the name, so they're pretty honest when you do get them on the phone and you're talking to some of the reps. But in addition to excuse me, in addition to that, they do have their own YouTube channel, which is very helpful. And so they definitely live up to what they preach about and what they really stand for, which is being honest with the customer. So great information. I'll post all this information at the bottom of this video so you guys can download that should you need it. Um, the next site that I want to go to is Penske. Penske is the company I typically go with when I'm needing a car rental, or not car rental, but if I need to rent a truck. So I'm pulling that website up here as we speak. And with Penske, the great thing is if you are a AAA member, they do take 20% off of the current quote that they actually post on the website when you guys sign up for an initial quote and pricing. So if you are a AAA member, definitely put that to good use and apply it to your quote here. Penske definitely is a good resource as well, even just from their website, to give you good, again, tips for moving, just the process of moving. And you can also do a truck where you can rent it for a round trip move, or you can also do a one-way move, meaning that if you're moving from the state of California and moving to the state of Florida, you don't have to worry about, dropping it back off at the same location. You can actually drop it off at a local area there that takes Penske trucks. So a lot more information, again, is available on the Penske website, but figured I'd share this because this is a company I use pretty frequently when I'm doing cross-country moves or just even inner-city moves for that matter. The other website that I wanted to share here is the United States Postal Service. On the United States Postal Service, under household, there's an area that you can actually click on when you're about to do your final move and you need to make that change of address official. You can actually do that online. The only caveat here is that they do charge you $1 to do the moving process online. Otherwise, you can go to your local post office and get the moving packet that actually has the slip that you fill out, and then you can just turn it in when you're there. But for me, I like to just do everything online, and I can save myself the trip of going to the post office. But again, you can do everything online. So I know this is not everything with regard to moving that I could share, but really wanted to share with you, an area or a website you can go to that's free that allows you to create a checklist that's custom to you and to share tips and ideas on just the moving process. An auto transport company that's definitely reputable that I have used and am using the second time around for my cross country move. And then last but not least, I've shared with you the Penske rental car company that I use. Never really had a problem and continue to use on a frequent basis. And then last but not least, the United States Postal Service that you can actually change your address online. But again, the only con there is that it does charge you $1. So hopefully you found this information helpful, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.